Good afternoon and welcome back. Today's midweek tip is come at a good time really. We've got fives over there on eggs. They were due out a couple of days ago and they've not hatched. I've checked the eggs, I know for a certain they're full. So what we're going to do today is some egg bobbing, and I'm going to show you what I do with a simple trick with pegs on the cages just to make it easier to manage them, manage your birds at a glance, knowing what's on eggs. I mean, that'll be better off for your people that are breeding, maybe 100 pairs or 100 breeding cages or something like that. Breeding en masse, this would be a perfect tip for them. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to got a couple of nests over there that's due. I'm going to get the eggs out and put them in lukewarm water, and I'll explain what I'm doing and what I'm looking for as I'm doing that. And like I said, it's called egg bobbing, and it is something that I will do now 100% as going through the breeding season. If eggs are late, like I've said before, that eggs predominantly, especially with canaries, are due out at 14 days, but in the past I've had a match at 17, 18 days, and also in the past I've thrown eggs away at that period when there's still chicks in them. So this is a good way just to check if the actual chicks are still alive in there. So all we're going to simply do is just gently pop the eggs in the water. This is lukewarm water. I mean, it's, if anyone that's had a kid, a baby, this is about the temperature that you would bath your kids in. So I've just put them in. I'm going to leave them for a second. I'm going to get the camera closer so you can actually see if they start moving around and stuff, then you'll be able to see if there's anything in the eggs. Now it is important to let the water settle, but you'll probably see shortly the eggs will start moving around slightly. Don't be too quick just to think that there's nothing in there. Give it time to start working. See that one there bobbing? You have to be very patient with them. See it moving there? could see a little bit about them. I put obviously 2 different nests in, one with 2 that I know is full and one with 4 that I know is full. I can see it with the naked eye a lot better than I could actually on camera, but they are moving around slightly in there, so like I said, the chicks are definitely still alive in actually in the eggs themselves. So if you're ever faced with that problem, don't be too hasty to throw them out. Just do the same procedure. All it takes, measuring jug or a bowl of lukewarm water, put the eggs in, just be patient. That is the top and bottom of it, because sometimes it can happen straight away, and the second batch took up well over a minute to do anyway. So I think that's the key point to take away from this. Don't be too hasty to throw your eggs out, and just be patient with them. And like I said, these are at 16 days now. They should have been out. We have had cold nights, you see, and I don't have heating on here. So that's the egg bobbing. The next thing is pegs. Now, with pegs, my wife bought me some more. These are ones I used last year. Nothing wrong with them. Just for the price of £1 or whatever they are. Just go and get some. Right. If I know that I've got pairs there, like I said, this will appeal to people that have running more pairs than I have. No matter how much pairs you've got, it's a simple way to do it. If you know you've got a nest full of eggs in there, simply at a glance just put a peg on. You come into your shed, peg on there, you know that they're full. If you've got a pair that are clear, but don't throw them away, or sometimes don't take the eggs off them, you might need them for feeders. Simply not putting a peg on, you can know by right, that pair there's full, that pair's clear, blah blah blah, and so on and so on. Just by looking at a glance, right, that's got a peg on, you're clearly going to see that peg there without literally getting your breeding cards and looking at them thinking, right, yeah, they were due out, they're not, check them, they're clear, blah blah blah. You bob your eggs. If they are clear, don't put a peg on, leave them a few days. Like I said, if you've got a pair there that needs a feeder, then you can change them into them. That brings me on to the point of obviously feeding. I've got, as I've shown you, a pair in there with 2 eggs, well actually 3 eggs, but 2 are full, 1's not. That is a young hen. In the other nest I've got 5. 4 full, 1 clear. Now what I'd be doing in this instance is transferring, because they're both on the same day, transferring 1 egg from the bigger clutch to the other clutch and evening them out. At least that way they're going to get fed evenly. A bird, in my opinion, if they've only got 1 chick, they're not going to put as much effort into that 1 chick as what they would with 5. It's just something I found over the years, whereas a nest of 5, they'll put more effort in. Chances are with that 1, they'll probably let it die and go back to nest quick again. So by taking 1 out of the full nest and putting it in the other one, you're evening your nest loads out, evening the workload for the hens and the cocks, the pairs that they are. It's common sense to a lot of us, but this is more for beginners that are trying this for the first time. And these simple little tips like pegging on your cage fronts, it's just something that I've done for a few years and I will constantly do that now. Like I said, at a glance you can tell what's what. So I hope these have helped you today, and if you have, leave a like, and if you haven't, send me a message and tell me what you think I've done wrong and things like that. Anyway, that's it for Wednesday. Friday, we're going to be doing the Derek Oldknow film. We're going to do it in 2 halves. The first half is going to be aired on Friday. Then the following week we're going to come back in and do some more filming in here. The week after that we'll put the second half up. It's a long film, and it's something that everyone's going to take something out of this video. Anyway, enjoy your evening. Thanks for watching.